my name is McKenna. I'm a small business owner in the Pacific Northwest, and I own and run the small business Palm Creative out of this pink little studio. And today I wanted to take you along with me for another studio vlog. If you're new here, I do weekly studio vlogs, market vlogs, and additional small business content. And if you're returning, welcome back. Let's get into another week. Read my books, friends. For now, we're staying Palm Creative. We're literally living in Fahrenheit 451. Happy Monday, my friends. Yeah, it's been a rough January so far, and if you're right there with me, I'm so sorry. Today is unfortunately Inauguration Day and Martin Luther King Day, so we're gonna say it's Martin Luther King Day. That's it. I'm feeling very, honestly, depressed. It's been a rough time in the US and I'm not feeling great, you know? Cue all of the sad girl TikTok noises because that's how I feel. But alas, the show must go on. So obviously over the weekend we had the TikTok and then back to life, and now we're here. So today I am deciding to put my phone not in this room because I cannot doom scroll what's going on right now. I don't have time. I can't. I know it's a very privileged point of view today, but usually I am always connected and like want to be a part of what's going on as it's happening. However, I can't. Like, I just cannot today, and for my mental health and for, you know, my job, I need to focus on the shop and getting things done, and then we will doom scroll, catch up on everything that's going on, because I think me sitting and like just being sad is not gonna do anything, obviously. And I just don't, I can't do it again. Like, I've already, you know, I'm 30 years old. I've gone through many a disappointing election. So I think we should just keep moving forward. And hopefully, you know, things will be okay. I will say over the weekend, I mentioned this in the last vlog a little bit, I did have like a friend thing that happened that was just like mind-boggling. And I will say, if you know, this is something that happens a lot, I feel like, especially in the age of social media, where people just don't think running a small business or making content is a career. I still think it's weird because like YouTube's been around since what, 2005 or something? Hold on, let's not be rude to YouTube. We're gonna look this up right now. When did YouTube start? 2005, I was right. Okay, so 2005 YouTube was created, and the first content creators really got their start there. And so I think it's interesting that it's been 20 years since that started. You know, so it is interesting that that's still someone's point of view, and it's definitely interesting when that person's also a content creator being shady. So anyway, it's just been a very exhausting and like emotionally draining weekend, and I just can't today. So we're gonna focus on what we can control, and what we can control is the shop. So today I am gonna edit the studio vlog later. Eli is working on the rough cut for me as I work on other things, and then I'll go through and make all my pretty edits and make it look good, and then we'll post it today. So it's gonna be up later today, but it'll still be up, which is great, because that means I'm right on schedule. And then I did a poll. I feel like I can do polls maybe on YouTube too. Let's see. Someone was, one of you guys told me that you could do polls on your page, and I just haven't like looked at that. Let's see, can I? Community. I can. I'm gonna post a poll on here today too. I posted a poll on Instagram asking what people wanted as their next video content that's not vlogs, and I put up market series because I really think a market tip series would be helpful for people. And I feel like I know, you know, I spent a whole year doing it. I know it's not like in the scheme of things a lot of time, but I feel like after doing almost, you know, over 40 days of markets, I feel like I know a little something about markets. So that is an option. And then we have a Q&A video that I've been lying about for like a year. I think I've talked about doing a Q&A video since literally, it was probably like May of last year. I have a ton of questions written down too. That one got low polls, so I am gonna still make it. I swear it's gonna happen. But if you have any questions you want answered in my Q&A, please put it down below, because I have a huge list that I've been collecting. I usually go through also all my comments, and any questions that come up frequently or I'm like interested in answering has been added to that list. So your question could already be there. But if you have any new questions and would like to know, put it down below. And then the third option was, so I did, how to start a small business in 2025. So if you'd like to see any of those videos, let me know. I am gonna post a poll on YouTube today, since I've never done that before. And I feel like that might be fun. I don't know. Share or speak for your next video. Text poll. Wow, I see. Thank you guys for pointing this out. I didn't even know this was like a section on here. So we're gonna do that. Post a poll. See if people can see it, because I've never done one of these before. I didn't even know this was a thing on here until recently. So we'll do that. And then today is going to be focusing on finalizing markets, because a lot of them I have been accepted to, but I haven't paid the money because I don't want to pay the money. But alas, we have to pay the money. So we're going to do that. We're going to finalize the schedule. We're going to apply to more markets as well, because they're just flying in. They're all wanting to be applied to right now. And then, yeah, we're gonna work on product design, because I want to have this launch. My first launch is gonna be like a romantasy, so basically fantasy romance collection, and we're going to have that ready for this LA event I'm doing, which I'm gonna confirm today as well. So yeah, lots to get done today. I'm feeling a little stressed about it, but I think I'm just gonna put headphones on. We're gonna focus. I also want to get a lot done today because tomorrow is the release of Onyx Storm, and I feel like I'm going to be distracted, to say the least. So I say let's just get into the day, and hopefully it's gonna be an okay one. I mean, I don't know if good is the right word. Hopefully perfect in the office, and outside of the office we're just gonna pretend doesn't exist today, because I can't. But anyway, let's get into another week. Okay, so the sun just came out again, and I just feel so lucky. However, I'm very excited because I'm gonna get full sunshine so soon. I just confirmed my Romantasy BookCon in LA. Very excited. But yeah, I just confirmed a whole bunch of my events because I've been feeling a little anxious about just committing, and I'm like, you know what, we're gonna commit. This is what we're doing this year. There's a lot more events I need to commit to and finalize and apply to, but I think I'm gonna switch gears because I just spent the time getting those all submitted and getting everything going. We have those committed to, and then I just spent about 30 minutes updating my fair account. So hopefully we have the fair market this weekend. I've never had a sale during that event. However, now I've had a couple wholesale orders, so I really do hope we get some. We are still sitting on one order for the entire month, which I haven't had this kind of low sales literally since last January. So I feel a little stressed. You know, it's not fun going through this, and it's just like, I know it's gonna get better. I know these events will be a big part of my year. But anyway, I'm going to switch gears and start editing the vlog because Eli finished the rough cut for me, and then hopefully we'll get that done. I am worried it's gonna take a while, and I do need to kind of work on other stuff, but I feel like we should just get it done so then I can have it up early enough in the day that people will know. I don't really have like a strict like posting time. I usually just try to keep to my schedule of Monday. Obviously when it gets busy it's hard to keep to that, but I'm gonna work on that, and then probably apply to some more events because I have so many that I need to like figure out if I'm gonna be on the schedule, and then we're gonna work on basically planning for Romantasy BookCon as well as this Romantasy launch, because we have so much to do. I also bought over the weekend, or I guess maybe on Friday is when I went. I don't know what day I went. I went to IKEA and I bought a new pegboard like this guy for my shipping station to have more wall organization. So maybe that will be put up today as well. So anyway, that's what we're working on. I'm gonna jump into editing the vlog. Okay friends, so the vlog is up and it was kind of weird to like watch it because it literally was filmed this morning too. Since part of it was me explaining the TikTok ban and being like, what's happening? So it's out now. It took a minute, but it is done. And basically I've been working on, I confirmed markets and just kind of now working on the Romantasy launch. However, I got distracted because Rebecca Yarros released she does like a playlist release for each book. And like that she listened to the music and it inspired her. So I'm listening to it right now and I'm in panic mode. And then I thought, why not make a fantasy, fairy tales, and folklore shirt on a different color that I can wear tomorrow? Because I was like, what book shirt should I wear tomorrow? I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna go downstairs in the dungeon and go look through my blanks and see if there's one that I want to put it on. Because right now I have the pixie dust color, which is kind of like it's technically supposed to be, I think it's called like lavender blue. And I do like that color. I also have it in dark green, so if you would like that. However, I was like, you know, it'd be fun putting it on a different color. So I'm gonna go look downstairs and see. But yeah, I am thinking maybe I would re-release that design maybe on a different, like change up the design a teeny bit and put it on a different color. But I'm gonna go downstairs, go see what colors I have available and might make it. I also texted my best friend and we're actually gonna go get drinks tonight because I'm definitely feeling a little bit stressed. I got onto social media and saw some not so great things from the inauguration and I'm not feeling super great, but I'm trying to not focus on it because it's gonna be our lives for the next 4 years. So I am just avoiding it. Super healthy. But I'm too excited for Onyx Storm to let my vibe down. So I'm gonna go down, look at the shirts, figure out what color I want to put it on, and then maybe I'll ask the fans if they want it to be on something else. But I think I want to like film it too so that I can post it tomorrow for Onyx Storm. But I am working on all the new designs for the Romantasy launch. It's gonna be so cute, you guys. I'm coming up with so many good ideas. Usually what I do is make, for my design process, if you'd like to know, I make a huge list of ideas and then I go through and pick the ones I'm most excited about and can come up with like more thought on it. Usually I write it down and I already have like a visual in my head of what I want it to look like. Sometimes I don't, but 99% usually I do. And I'm getting so excited. But I definitely want to focus, I think that's going to be the focus this week, is obviously more markets. I think if I start, because this week's kind of weird. Tomorrow I am going to go pick up the book, read, and like be out and about for a bit. But I think the rest of the week I kind of just want to really hone in and basically maybe like the first part of my day. I definitely want to make some more videos this week, but I think maybe I have it like up until noon, we make some content, we work on applications, and then the rest of the day is product design, because I'm literally so excited for this launch. I think it's going to be really, really cool and really exciting. And hopefully it's the start of something exciting. I definitely, though, with everything going on, I have ideas for non-related book items and more of my like social justice and like pride collections and some feminist stuff. So I definitely have some ideas because, you know, the times. But anyway, I think what I'm gonna do is gonna go check and then I'll show you guys which blank I decided to put it on and we'll see where we'll go from there. But I'm so excited for tomorrow. Hello friends and happy Onyx Storm release day. So obviously yesterday was terrible, but today we get to focus on Shadow Daddies and Dragons. So that is really a win. I wanted to make a custom Fantasy Fairy Tales Folklore shirt, but I realized I was out of transfers. So alas, we're gonna wear the purple t-shirt. Yeah, so that is the vibe today. And I got up, not early, but I got up and immediately jumped into designing some stuff because I'm announcing the Romantasy launch and the Residency BookCon in LA on my Instagram today. So I'm very excited about that, and we're gonna go pick up my copy of Onyx Storm and do a little work and read at Elliott Bay. So this morning though, I made the design for Instagram, and then I decided to make bookmarks. So we have a black edition that will be coming out and a pink, and the back is all these like little sparkles. So I'm right now heating up the laminator so I can make my copy, and then I'll take it with me to the bookstore. I'm a little nervous it's gonna be busy and we won't get a seat, because like my whole vibe is I want to go sit in the coffee shop and read and work on things and just vibe. So we'll see. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. We also have the fair market this week, and so I'm not really super hopeful because I feel like I've never had it really be successful. I'm still really trying to grow my wholesale accounts. I'm really new to it still, and so we'll see. It'd be great if we had a sale come through though, because it's been still slow, which is a bummer. Anyway, I think I'm going to make these bookmarks, get myself together, and then we're gonna head out to Elliott Bay, pick up my book. I'm so excited, you guys, but also so terrified. Like, I think the anticipation of this book has really ruined me, because I'm like, is this gonna really like ruin my life, or is it gonna be so good? Because as soon as it's done, then I have to wait probably at least a couple years. Like, I don't, oh. So that's the vibe today. But I think I'm going to make these bookmarks and then we'll head out to go get the book. Hello friends! So today's been consumed by Onyx Storm, I'm not gonna lie. I got a few things done, but then that book sucked me right in. So we'll see how much I get done. However, I got some news today, and so I wanted to share with you guys. So first I got into another market that actually I was on a wait list for. And so now we have a market right before the LA market. It's gonna be in Seattle, so it's gonna be at Handmade Land, and it's gonna be at Hangar 30, I think it is. So we'll be there. Very excited, and I'll post more on my website. I'm going to do an update on my website, hopefully by the time you're watching this, where you can see all my events that I'll be at. So hopefully you can come by if you're around in the areas. So that one should be fun. However, that means I need to get myself into gear because I would like to have some new items at that event that aren't romantasy related. So tomorrow I think is going to be a huge, I need to lock myself in this room away from the book and work. So that is what I'm nervous about because I obviously only want to be focused on that. Yeah, so anyway, I also announced on my Instagram the romantasy event. I'm very excited. The romantasy book con and the launch that I'm doing. I decided to do it, the launch on the 22nd. So February 22nd is when that launch will happen online. So if you're interested in anything that will come out of this launch, it'll be that day. And we'll see how that's gonna go. I'm basically gonna prep everything, so it's just gonna be me publishing on the 22nd, and I'll probably schedule a bunch of things since I'll also be at RomantasyCon. So yeah, it's gonna be a very busy time. I definitely, literally last week was like, oh, I feel slow. And I do think it is a little scary, but I do need to take all these opportunities since online sales have been zip. We had one sale this entire month, so that's very stressful. However, it's pretty normal. I do see some people have been online being like, oh my gosh, I have a ton of sales, and I'm like, that's great, but that's super not normal. Like everyone else I've talked to, pretty much it's like very slim. I think maybe I'm still at the end of it might be a little too low, but you know, it is what it is. So we're gonna focus on getting our market set up and also pushing online still. I'm still trying to figure out how to get more, you know, views on things, and so that is something I got to figure out. However, I also got some exciting news. I applied for, basically there's a program in Seattle that you can apply to get a free pop-up retail space for a few months, and I have an interview coming up, so hopefully I get that. If not, it's still very exciting to be considered, so I'm gonna make those plans. But it definitely, I'm not gonna lie, I have such bad anxiety and like I'm nervous, and I think it's normal, but I get very nervous when like a whole bunch of things happen at once, as well as like just anxiety because it's all these new things. Obviously I'm very nervous about doing this big trip by myself to do LA. I feel like pretty good about it. It's just like something new that I haven't done, and so that makes me a little anxious. Oh my gosh, there's a Luna behind me just laying out. So yeah, there's just a lot going on, and it's all good things, but I think it's normal to be scared and a little like because I definitely was like kind of like, oh, you know, I'll just like hang out in my little office forever, but unfortunately that's not how it works. So we have to step out of our comfort zones and try new things, and we'll see how it goes. Obviously I'll keep you guys posted if things do happen. And any of these things, obviously it'd be a huge opportunity, and it would be great since I would not have to pay for a lease for like a couple months, and that'd be really fun and exciting to try out. And then hopefully if you guys are in the area or visiting, you can come visit a real life store. So we're gonna hope an interview goes well. I'm not holding my breath. It's more of a like, I'm very happy to be considered because last year I was not considered, and I think it shows growth, and I'm also very scared, so we'll see. I think though the rest of the night, let's be honest, it's an Onyx Storm night. I can't not read it. I think tomorrow is when full forces will come back into play. I have to get things done, so it's kind of one of those days where I'm like, well, I'm trying to be nice to myself. I got a lot done on Monday. Today we got some things done. We made the things, I did all the things I had to do. There's just new things now that I really have to do. So I guess tomorrow will be our big planning day. We'll figure out how all this stuff's gonna work out, make the official decisions on other things, apply to more things, and I guess just hope for the best. It does feel a little scary, and I don't know how it's all gonna happen and get done, but we're just gonna hope it's gonna be all okay. But anyway, that is our Tuesday, and if you're reading Onyx Storm right now, oh my gosh, I'm very stressed out, and this book's actually giving me anxiety. Like I had to take a minute away from it because I was like, I can't do it. It's so stressful. I'm only 100 pages in too, so I don't know. I just personally get really stressed about books. No spoilers here though. I'm just saying I get stressed about literally anything involving a book I'm excited about. no matter the book, I just am like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And that's me right now. So I'm gonna get my cozies and then I'm gonna enjoy a nice reading night before all hell breaks loose tomorrow when I have to make a lot of big girl decisions and also make a lot of stuff. But I am very excited about these bookmarks I made, which you guys saw earlier. I think they came out real cute. I decided to make one in black because I thought, you know, oh my gosh, there we go. That's the back. So shiny in this light right now. For right now, I do only offer like laminated glossy bookmarks because that's how I make mine. But I really like them. I think the pink's my favorite, obviously, but I think it's fun to have one that's a little different. So we have two options. This will be out in that launch, and we'll be making obviously a lot more stuff going forward, but so far this is what we got. And I threw this together literally this morning. Literally was like, I'm just gonna draw this stuff. Like, I had some of these assets done, so I kind of just was like, we'll try it out, and I'm happy with how it came out. Yeah, so excited. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking, and hopefully tomorrow will be a very, very productive day where I might just have to buy the audiobook, you know, so I can work at the same time, but we'll see. I might try to be good and like keep this book going. Let's just hope I don't stay up till like 4 a.m. because that is not good and I shouldn't do that, but I probably would. No, we're gonna be good. Okay, I'll report back tomorrow. And happy Thursday. So yesterday, let's just say, was a wash because I decided to read all day and I finished Onyx Storm, and I'm not going to spoil it for anybody because no, but I will say it was my favorite book out of the series, and 5 stars from me. 5 stars. Great time. And I'm already like, I'm gonna buy the audiobook so I can listen to it as I work because I'm obsessed. But besides that, I also yesterday did confirm Handmade Land Market, so I will be there in February. And then I also set up my interview times for that storefront pop-up possible thing that could happen. So we'll see. That'll be kind of like next week. I don't know when I would find out after that interview, but I'm a little nervous. I haven't had like an interview in a very long time. So we'll just put the good vibes out. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, we have other plans. I will say we still have not had another sale. So it's been really slow as far as sales wise. Not feeling super great about that. However, I do feel pretty good now that we have 2 markets happening in February, and we'll just kind of keep the ball rolling. But yeah, that's kind of the gist of what happened yesterday. Today we are going to get hopefully a lot of stuff done. I need to unbox some things I just got yesterday, so we'll unbox those together, and then we'll get my little to-do list. We need to work on a lot of design work today, market stuff, and planning out to those markets so we can make sure we are ahead of the game this time and not behind the times as it sometimes happens with market prep. So I'm just gonna like kind of get an idea of where everything's at, make decisions on what markets are gonna have what, because obviously at Romanticon we're not gonna be bringing like certain items that don't really make sense for that kind of market. And then this Handmade Land one, we're gonna do more items that seem like they'd make sense for the market. I do want to have maybe a couple new products at that event since, I don't know, I kind of just want to have new things. I'm kind of feeling a little stagnant. So I think it's going to hopefully be a design day making decisions and we'll get a lot done. I am thinking maybe also getting my pegboard up that we have not put up yet and kind of organizing a bit, so maybe I'll feel a little less cluttered. But for now, I think we should open up the packages I got and yeah, just kind of get things organized and get into another day. So I'm very excited about our new pens that we'll have at events. However, I was sent 2 blush pinks and not one of the hot pinks. So at the moment we don't have that one, but basically we're gonna have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors to choose from. And they're gonna be at markets for our, what's it called? Stationery stuff that will be hopefully launching. So I want to get the stationery stuff, I think, and a new candle or 2 for this Handmade Land, as well as maybe make some more book and Kindle sleeves since we do have some kind of almost ready to go. So I'll show you the colors though that we'll have, and then they'll be like kind of more of a hot fuchsia pink. So we have this pretty blush, and then we have a light blue, a lavender, and it's kind of like citrine green. It's kind of like a lime green, and then a teal, which is kind of more green looking to me, but I mean they're pretty cute though. I guess on the camera, in real life when they're next to these, no, they do. They look good. So I'm very excited about that. But yeah, unfortunately missing an item, which is always a bummer. And then we got some more books in. I'm gonna double check my inventory, make sure that is correct, just so we're all ready to go. And then we do have more books coming that are more for the not blind date with a book. They're just gonna be blind dates with a book. So yeah, I think I'm gonna double check my inventory for these books, make sure they're good, put them on the shelf, and then we will jump into everything else we gotta get done today, which is quite a bit. Friends, let's do a little update of what I've been up to. It's almost 3 o'clock. I've already done a coffee walk, and I think I've gotten quite a bit done. We still have a lot more to do. So I started working on a redesign of my logo, and I'm really happy with it. So let me open it up so I can show you guys, because we're basically just doing a little brand refresh. I'm like, where is this? Let me show you. Here is the little brand refresh. This is going to be one of the main logos. We'll take that part off. And this is the alt logo that's going to be on some things that I'm very excited about. See, we're keeping this guy. We did change the color and obviously our font from what it was before. I'm so happy with this, you guys. It's going to look so good. So yeah, for now we're staying Palm Creative. I think I'm just gonna stick to it and be happy with it. And yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm working on this. I'm working on a new shop card and shop sticker. However, this happens every time I design a shop card, is I find a design that I really like I work on it and I'm like, this is so cute. And then I'm like, actually I don't want it to be the shop card. I want it to be an actual product, and that's what just happened. So we're gonna go back to the drawing board and figure out what I want to do for this shop card. It's taking me way longer than usual. I think because I'm just not sure what I want to do. I might switch gears though, because unfortunately we're gonna talk about banned books again, because I just found an article and then found it in an actual source document about specifically the Utah banning of books. So last year, and this was like why I did my huge update with the banned book list on my apparel. Also, sorry, there's a garbage truck somewhere that's making a lot of noise. Last year, Utah Board of Education banned books statewide, which is not normal. Usually book bans happen regionally in like cities and locally, you know, like it's not usually a statewide ban. It usually is like some city school board decided we're banning some books. So Utah did that last year. It was pretty crazy. A lot of your favorite books are on that list. Milk and Honey is on that list. ACOTAR is on that list. And most of them are for schools. However, they're usually libraries, and it kind of depends on what the law is. So this one specifically, Utah, I just was looking up new bans to see what's going on, because people are getting really freaked out because of what's happening right now in our country, because they're worried books are going to start being hard to get, or it's going to be, you know, difficult. A lot of people also don't understand that, like, it's not just schools that are getting banned, it's like public libraries are being told not to sell these books, or have these books in the library. And as someone who grew up, you know, with not a lot of money, I went to the library pretty much for all my books. There were some books I did buy, or my parents bought me, but like for the most part, every book I read was from my school library or the public library. And I'm a big library fan. I love libraries. And so the idea of books just not being accessible because the government doesn't think so is really, really concerning. It's not okay, and it's really creepy. Not everyone can afford to buy books. So it's just like making it inaccessible to people. And as a kid who read a lot of the books that are on these ban lists as a teenager, I can say I'm perfectly fine. Like one of the banned books is Perks of Being a Wallflower, and that was my favorite book. Literally my senior quote is from that book. So it does freak me out, and I was looking up the bans to see if there was new things happening, and something did happen in Utah. So with that, I think they banned 14 books, which I'm assuming this year they'll ban more, unfortunately. They added something on the 15th. It's a revision, and it's saying that how are you supposed to handle students who bring in the books that have been removed from libraries. It is saying that you now can get in trouble as a student for bringing in a book that is your own copy to the school, and it is considered under the same violations as having items like vapes, weapons, things you're not supposed to have at school. It's going to be categorized as the same thing. You're going to have it taken away, or it's going to have to, like, you're not allowed to bring it. You can't use it for school assignments. You can't do it for personal reading. It cannot be on public school property. So, not good. That's not good. That's really bad. So, not okay. I am looking, so basically, there was an article by KUER.org. Looks like it's a radio station. KUR 90.1 is where it's coming from. And they posted this article with links, and so I went to the links because I was like, you know, I want to see if this is like legit, because I haven't seen any reporting on this. I think I'm trying to figure out if the law is already official as far as this, because it is a revision to their policy. So I'm guessing because in this document that's from the public school website, it says that it's a revision, so they added this in. So yeah, now it's illegal basically for kids to have these books in school. Even if they own them, they're not allowed to have it. It's prohibited. It's not good. I also was reading through this document because I was like, what did they do with these books? I'm hoping they were donated. But basically they say disposing of removed materials, they require a physical removal of the material, communicating with vendors and publishers to say you can't do them anymore. That sensitive materials removed from student access shall be legally disposed of and may not be sold or distributed. So this is what I don't, not to be a conspiracy theorist, but what happened to these books? Because they can't be sold or distributed. And that makes me think they weren't donated. I'm hoping they were donated to like anywhere. However, this comes off real creepy to me. They're basically saying, let's see, sent to surplus warehouse in boxes labeled with sensitive materials. The surplus warehouse will be discarding materials purchased by schools. Yeah, these are getting destroyed. So that's pretty crazy. We're literally living in Fahrenheit 451, which I read in school, which is on the banned book list. So yeah, feeling great. I'm looking at this and it does look like that's me. So whatever is considered a sensitive material, they box up, send to a warehouse. The warehouse disposes of it. It does not get redistributed to other entities or sold. So I think that's kind of clear what's happening. Not good. This is something that's like really, really scary. Because that's like statewide. Those books are just getting burned and destroyed, I'm guessing. I'm assuming they're just throwing them away. but it's saying that you can't dispose of them on school property. They have to be sent to a warehouse where they are destroyed. So anyway, I'm feeling great. There's just a lot going on, and it's been, I'm gonna be really honest with you guys, it's been so difficult to just focus on these happy little things that I do when it feels like the world's kind of like burning down. I'm not feeling super great, and so I'm trying to focus and just do what I can control. I have a lot of ideas for, you know, cute rebellion stickers, but it does feel pretty silly. Like it's been kind of hard not to also take the words of like that, and if you watched the last vlog, someone I know posted some very like not nice things, and it was basically just being like, what's the point of art in like small businesses, because it doesn't matter. And it kind of like hurt, and I just was like, oh my god, what is the point of anything? And I went through a definite spiral of like, what the fuck's the point? Sorry for the cursing, but it's also just like, everything is exhausting, and seeing stuff like this makes it so hard. But it makes me realize too, like when I started making the banned book sweatshirt in 2023, I honestly started doing it just because I was like, not enough people know, and like it wasn't being talked about as much except in like academic communities, and so I started making them because of that. And now we're here where it's becoming actually a thing that's spreading, and it makes me really anxious. And so it's making me be like, okay, what can I do to keep talking about this, and also hopefully navigate how to keep being productive in the conversation. It's definitely the most talked about thing in my shop. It's the thing that I feel most passionate about, and it's definitely been my favorite thing to talk about. However, it's also the thing that makes me the most sad that like I honestly started it as more of a like a this can happen, and now it's happening at a way more rapid rate than I anticipated, and so it does feel pretty gross. But yeah, so I'm trying to figure out, I think I might make some TikToks. I don't know, I'm feeling pretty like frustrated and grossed out by this whole thing because it's gross. It's gross. Read banned books, friends. And then I'm looking at my shelf of these books that I love, and I'm like, wow, these books are banned somewhere. And it makes me nervous to see places like Utah take this big drastic step. A lot of people also like minimize the idea that like it's because schools shouldn't have these materials. However, it's like, who's the person that's making these decisions, and why is their opinion being so heavily influenced? There's so many books that I've read that I've definitely at the time was like, maybe this is not probably my age range. However, half the time you don't know what's going on. I don't know, like I don't think I would be reading most of the books that people are worried about though at the age that they're, I know people are, but it doesn't happen as much as you think. And it's also like, I'm sorry, I find more terrible things on the internet than I do in a book, so. But yeah, read banned books, friends. I think I'm gonna keep working on banned book items, because now I'm just sitting here like twitching with this realization that it's just gonna keep getting worse. So yeah, I'm gonna make some TikToks, and then I'm gonna keep working on products, because these are things I can control in my little bubble. And if you're feeling the same way, just know we're gonna get through this. We're gonna be okay. And if not, you know, there's nothing we can do. So we can try to do our best and provide positive vibes in our own communities. And that's what I'm trying to do in this time of scary stuff. So anyway, that's what I'm up to. Read books. Happy Friday, my friends. So yesterday I worked on more design work and planning out some of these upcoming launches, and I kind of just forgot to film because I was just so focused on everything. But we're in a pretty good spot. Good news is we've had 2 orders. I don't know if you can see because of the glare, but 2 orders yesterday. One was a wholesale order with that fair market winter sale thing that they're doing, and then I had one on my website, and so now we have 3 orders for the year so far. I definitely still am having a hard time focusing on content creation as far as Instagram and TikTok and stuff. I know I need to do it. I've been posting on my stories and then like occasionally on the feed, but it's just been not fun because of everything that's going on, and there's just been some weird things on the app that I'm just kind of feeling a little scared about. So I definitely need to do content creation and post again frequently. It's just feeling a little daunting and a little icky. So I do need to move past that because obviously, you know, unfortunately social media is a huge part of the business. But today we are going to, I'm also trying to decide too, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to post on my TikTok shop account because I'm still like, should I even be focusing on this at all? If we're going to lose it in 90 days, I don't know. I really don't know. So we'll see. I'm not sure. But anyway, today we're going to focus on, I'm going to officially finish the shop card. I basically just need to come up with a different design than what I was going to do because I switched my idea. So, and I liked the idea too much to make it a shop card. So now it is going to be a print and a sticker. And that means I need to design still a shop card and a free sticker, and also work on kind of just some other stuff like that. I realized since I'm changing my packaging too, I'm almost out of stickers for markets and stuff, so I do need to make a new sticker, get that ordered. It's like my packaging stickers. Everything else though, I feel like I have enough stuff left that I don't want to make this huge change until things are kind of like cleared out a teeny bit, especially when my current logo is on like the apparel tags and like all that kind of stuff. So we're making that decision. And then I'm working on my market plans right now and just basically going through, and usually what I do for an event, unless I'm like in the swing of it and I already am like restocking on the go, I make like a huge, let me see where my list is. I make like a huge list. I can't really see that. Anyway, I make like a huge list in my market schedule where I make each thing a page. We open it. Obviously this is all in Notion, by the way. That's how I do pretty much everything for my work. But I build out basically like a large list, item list of what I'm bringing, how much I'm bringing, and what I need to make. So I'm doing that right now for Handmade Land, which is the first market of the year, and then also for Romanticycon. However, Romanticycon we obviously will only have bookish things, and we're really only going to have you know, limited quantities since I am bringing it all down to LA. And I'm trying to figure out my schedule for how long I want to be gone, what the content plan will be. It's a lot of planning and it feels a little daunting since it's kind of right around the corner. But yeah, we're gonna work on that. I still need to work a lot on product design stuff. This is kind of just the time I need to focus and design, and hopefully make a lot of cute things and get things ordered. I also paid my Q4 taxes today, so not feeling super great about that. Q4 was, I think, our best quarter. Q3 was like almost tied with Q4, but this is the most I've had to pay in sales tax and it feels disgusting. So not loving that, and it's definitely frustrating. That's like the slowest time of the year that you have to pay all this stuff, and even if you set money aside, obviously, you know, there's still other bills. So it's just a little, you know, hopefully, you know, if I come up with some stuff to make content and hopefully get some sales generated on the website, that'll make me feel a little better. But I also know it's probably because I need to make new things, because we've kind of only had a little, we had a launch I guess in November, and we had like a little bit of a holiday launch, but I feel like I definitely need to have new things in the shop. So I think I'm gonna focus in and work on that. I am trying to figure out if I'm gonna do my orders today or tomorrow. I want them to go out on Monday, wholesale and this order that just came in. So we'll figure out the best way to do it. I think I'm definitely gonna be working over the weekend as well, because next week, at least one of the days, I'm gonna be going to see my friend in Tacoma. So I need to figure this all out ASAP. So let's just get into the day, and hopefully it's a productive and good one. Okay, a little check-in. So very excited. I did design a really cute fantasy mug with very cute dragons, and I did make a shop card and the new shop stickers. So I haven't printed them out yet, but I wanted to show you. Let me pop this up. Boop. Okay, I'm gonna show you what it looks like. So there it is. It's in a whole bunch of like pinks. It's kind of hard to see, and then it'll also be a sticker, which I'm very excited about, and then I'll quickly show you a little bit of what's going on with this launch. Here is the mugs though. I'm still trying to decide on if I want one with the dark stars or not. I feel like no. But yeah, it's like a little dragon fantasy. I'm very excited. I'm also so excited because yesterday, or I guess a couple days ago, I ordered on Amazon some stuff for my embroidery machine. So I got some new bobbins, and they're magnetic, so they just click right in. Because the other one that like came with the machine, since I did buy this secondhand, they did give me some stuff for it. However, it was just like a pain in the ass. The bobbin kept falling out, and it was just like really annoying. And I was like, well, I've seen a lot of people use the magnetic ones, and it worked. So very excited. I feel like maybe I'll be brave and we'll jump into embroidery next week for sure. But for now, I think what I'm gonna keep working on is, we're in design mode right now. I have a lot of stuff to kind of figure out. I also went through all of my scents that I currently have for candle making, like my fragrances and essential oils, and I'm gonna order some more scents because I have some ideas for the next couple launches, and I just want to have the scents here so I can make my decisions and immediately order for making candles. I definitely think next week is going to be the first week of market prepping for these big events coming up. We also do have some orders that we're going to be doing and have to fulfill, because I did not get to that today because it's already, looks like it's 5 o'clock. So even though I'm going to keep working, I don't know if I'm going to keep filming because I'm like, you know. But I think I'll film tomorrow because I still have a lot more to do, and we'll just kind of keep working on things and, you know, hope for the best, I guess. It's definitely been hard to not be focusing on though current events that are going on, and so I'm really trying to just focus on what I can control right now. However, not easy to do. So if you're feeling that too, I totally understand. It's definitely just, honestly, January in general is just not fun for anybody. I feel like it's like my least favorite month of the whole year. January and February are just not my favorite months. They always just feel really long, and there's always something going on, and it's cold. I miss the sun. So if you're feeling that too, just know you're not alone, and hopefully we'll just all stick together. But yeah, I'm gonna keep working on these, and if I have more stuff to show you guys, I will. But I also kind of want to get in my sweatpants and be cozy, because obviously that's the vibe, especially now it's 5 o'clock. Like, do I need to wear jeans anymore? I don't know. Don't know about that. I am very excited though about this launch. I think it's gonna be really cute. I'm already having Like, I have a huge list of stuff I want to make. I just have to make it. So I think we're gonna jump into it, and I guess we'll report back when I have more to tell you guys. Happy Saturday, friends. So the sun is shining. It's making me so happy. I think today we're just gonna jump right into things. I want to get these orders prepped and hopefully packed today. I need to look and see the quantities of things to see if I need to make stuff, especially for the wholesale order, because some of them I had a little bit of a higher quantity need. So I'm gonna, Lavender's here, I'm going to print out those labels. I'm also going to film anything that we end up doing today for reels, because I have not been posting on socials as much because it's been a real icky week and it's really hard to pretend everything is fine. So I definitely am trying. But yeah, I think I'm going to kind of also clean up in here. It's a little messy just from like unfinished projects in here. I definitely am like, okay, I need to like clean up this disaster back here so I have clean workspaces to get everything done. I know this wholesale order had some keychains and card coasters and stickers, so I need to look at it and like actually look at the quantities. Hi. Y'all, if you couldn't tell, Eli's not here, so they're all just like I need to work up there, bud. Oh boy. Okay, well, I think we should just jump into this day, get some stuff done, and we'll see where it takes us. I do obviously need to work on a lot of stuff for this upcoming couple big markets that are happening, my first markets of the year, as well as just like kind of really plan and get myself organized. It definitely has just been really hard to feel like making cute things when everything has been real depressing in the news. And I just, today I don't want to focus on it. I want to put on good music and just enjoy my shop and the things I like to do. So I think we should just get into a day and have a good one. So this is how the stickers and the shop card came out. I feel like they look so stinking good. And I love the new logo. Like, I'm actually so obsessed with it. Okay, well, we have so many lens flares happening right now. That's kind of fun. Feels like I'm in like a dream world. It means my lens is real dirty. Let me put it over here. So now that we have everything printed and ready to go, I did start pulling for the wholesale order as well as I was waiting. So I think I only have to make, hold hopefully not too many things actually. I need to like look at what's happening here. I think it's just some stickers. However, we have this order to do first. This is a returning customer. This is Drew. They've ordered from me quite a few times, and they actually showed up to one of my events in Portland. So shout out to you, Drew, if you're watching. They bought a whole bunch of postcards. Like, they're swimming in postcards, which is so exciting because they are on sale right now and I am discontinuing them. So I wanted to show you really quick what they got. I don't remember all the names on the top of my head. I can kind of like remember most of them, but some of the floral prints are all in like letter form. Basically everything that's on my website right now as far as postcards is the quantity I have left. So they're only $1 right now. You should buy them. So we have Orange Delicious, which is from the Summer Breeze or Summer Squeeze launch from 2020, I think. It was a long time ago, and that's the set that's been on Selena Plus Chef. If you didn't know that, I feel like I haven't talked about that lore in a while, but I have a whole bunch of prints that were in Selena Gomez's house at one point, and that was cool, and you can buy them and also have them in your house. But moving on, we have, I think this is Happy Little Strawberry. The other one is Berry Squeeze, which I think they also grabbed. But like so cute, and you can use them as art prints too. I had somebody at one of my Spokane events actually show me that they used the postcards and they made like a border with another like piece of cardstock, and that was their Kindle case. Or they just had this in there too. They're like, oh, I just use it for my Kindle inserts, and that was kind of the idea where I was like, oh, I should make Kindle inserts. So anyway, someone has that right now and it's real cute. So now we're into the florals. This is one of them, or wait, there's two in here. So there's this one, and then we have these. And then, let's see, I don't remember all the letters because these are all lettered, but these are all pictures that I took. And some of these are prints, but most of these are only in the postcard form. Anything with a saying on it 100% is not in a print. That was the same one, but and then they got Have a Beautiful Day and Very Happy. So if you want to get some postcards, now is the time, because as far as like moving forward, I don't think I'll be moving back into postcards. If I end up doing stationery, it's going to be greeting cards. These did really well in 2020. I feel weird discontinuing the whole like line of them. However, they take up space and I haven't been selling them a lot in the last year. Like sometimes we get orders like this, which is great, but they're just not hot sellers anymore. I feel like people aren't sending mail like they did during 2020, 2021, and then like there was a big push for it and then it kind of died out. I feel like 2023 and last year there hasn't been that many sales of these. This used to be like my #1 seller on Etsy. So it is interesting to see the trends and kind of like you kind of have to move forward with them, which is sometimes frustrating because you're like, oh, I loved doing this. But you know, we live, we move on. So now I'm going to switch the battery because it is starting to make me think it's going to do the red thing and I don't want to stop in the middle of working. So I'm going to switch the battery. We're going to get this all together to pack this order, and I think I'm going to film this one and the wholesale one. I did just post on my Instagram revealing my new shop card and like a little hint that my new logo's in it, but it hasn't really gotten views yet, so hopefully we get some traction. And if not, we're going to be posting some more content and hopefully get better this week about posting. I guess next week, since this will be the last day of the studio vlog. So anyway, let's start packing this order. a little bit of a bummer discovery. So when I did that Issaquah holiday shop, they made me put like stickers on everything to, let me see if I can find one, to have like the SKU basically for their system as well as the price. However, it's not coming off of my packaging, which means I think I have to repackage all of this. I'm gonna like try to look through my stuff and make sure if I can grab any that don't have stickers. However, a lot of these already do and I can't rip them off. So that's a bummer and kind of a waste. However, this is a wholesale order. Like if it was just going to a customer, it's not a huge deal because the price, though it might be a little different, they already paid for it. So I'm not like worried about that. I'm worried about wholesaling and like that being a problem. So I'm gonna have to repackage some of these, I think, which is such a bummer. I definitely thought these stickers would come off or at least not be a problem. However, they're a problem. So this order for wholesale, we got a lot of things ordered. They bought car coasters, keychains, and stickers, I think is, I'm like looking. Yeah, that's what we have. I'll show you guys everything that they ordered and we'll pack it together as well. But yeah, a little bit of a bummer having to redo this packaging for a bunch of these. The car coaster and keychains specifically. The stickers I was able to pull off the back and not damage the sticker, which is great because I was like, I'm like really low on my sticker paper, unfortunately. I thought I had another stack and I only have a couple sheets. So I'm only gonna make what I need to for this order. And then I already reordered my sticker paper. It's kind of expensive, which is why I usually wait until like the last minute to order it. Yeah, it's just kind of one of those things. I do use, for stickers, I use Online Labels, their paper, and I don't ever use their glossy. I personally don't like that quality. It's not like a glossy I like. I add a laminate over the top of a matte sticker, waterproof sticker. So that's kind of how I make stickers. But anyway, I think I'm gonna see if I can try to pull these off. If not, we're gonna be repackaging these, which is a big bummer, but you know, what can we do? You only do so much in this world, but I'm gonna get into that right now. In classic me fashion, I'm out of my clear packaging for the car coasters. Yay! Okay, sorry, Wiener Dog had her moment. So, I can't package the rest of these things for this order. I just ordered more. I definitely think I had paused reordering them because at one point I was like, I'm getting rid of them completely. But I don't know if I'm going to yet, and so I don't want to just, you know, I can't really leave these not done. So, anywho, we're going to have to wait to do the rest of this order, which sucks because I just wanted it done and ready to go to drop off on Monday. So as soon as they get here, they're coming tomorrow. So I think maybe off camera, I'll just repackage things tomorrow. And then Monday we'll package it in the next vlog, which is so annoying. And I apologize for that. I think though, the rest of the day, I'm going to work on new products as well as kind of just keep reworking things and figuring out the next couple events, the rest of the year. There's just a lot going on. Next week I have my interview for a potential pop-up retail space that would be open for you guys to come to. So we'll see if that goes well. I'm kind of like on the fence on how I feel about it. It's really exciting. However, I'm feeling very overwhelmed by just life. And so I'm like, is this the right thing to do right now? If it is, I will be very excited when it happens, but I am a little nervous because I haven't done an interview in a long time. And then as far as the rest of next week, we're going to be making lots of products, getting ready for some February markets, which feels insane to think that we're already slowly heading into market time. Yeah. Lavender is fussy. But I think that's where I'm going to end this week's studio vlog. And hopefully also I'm going to try to film next week some additional small business content. This week was just an emotional roller coaster. It felt like the longest month of my life. If anyone else feels that way, let me know. Because I was talking to someone about this where I was like, January feels like 3 months in one. This week specifically, the longest week of my life. It feels so long. And all week I was like, is it the weekend yet? But anyway, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.